Transform your business by changing the way you communicate with your customers. If you're a small to medium business, let me surprise you with 6 things you can do in one day that significantly improve your bottom line. All 6 are related to the way you communicate with your customers. Number 1. Do you text your customers? Did they text you back? Did you know that most people, in most situations, prefer text messaging? They love it. When you give your customers a chance, text messaging becomes your primary communication channel, believe it or not. But how do you do it? Mobile phone? Google Voice? We've been there. It was a nightmare. How about a business text messaging platform designed specifically for your business? How long does it take to implement it? An hour. You have no excuse. Number 2. How many channels do you use when communicating with your customers? Do you communicate with them where they are? Or do you force them to use what you inherited from the last century? So, where are they? Phone calls, voice messages, text messages, email, WhatsApp, Google My Business Chat, Facebook Messenger, Instagram DM. You'll go crazy trying to manage all these channels. In the best case, it will take forever to respond. Solution? The centralized communication platform. Let's call it the global inbox, where all communication channels are coming together. One place to manage all customer communication with the simplicity and ease of one communication stream. A conversation in the global inbox has inbound calls, outbound calls, voice messages, missed calls, text messages, emails, WhatsApp messages, Google My Business messages, and more. How long does it take to implement it? Another hour. You have no excuse. You needed the centralized communication platform yesterday. Number 3. You probably have a website, and if you don't, you should. Your website probably has visitors. Do you realize that those people who made it to your website, even if few, are your best prospects? They are already there. They are one step before taking action. But how easy is it for them to start a conversation with you? Would they pick up the phone and call? Face it, people don't like it. Would they fill out the form? People hate it. Solution? You've probably seen a web widget, a simple tool people love. Web widget makes it irresistible to start a conversation. They click on it and send you a message. But wait, what's the problem? At best, it takes hours to respond, even days. Why? It's another communication channel to manage. But what if you had a widget that turns a conversation starter into an SMS conversation, accessible in the same global inbox I mentioned? Guess how many more inquiries you will receive from your website and how easy it is to take those inquiries further. How long does it take to implement it? 10 minutes. We place one line of code on your website, and you get more people contacting you daily. You have no excuse. Number 4. GMB, Google My Business. Many people are unaware that this is what it's called, but you can hardly find somebody who doesn't use it. Plumber near me, pizza near me, realtor near me, plastic surgeon near me, etc. We Google for products and services daily. Google shows us the most relevant GMB listings, and we love it. However, Google is not happy with us clicking away to the company website. Ultimately, they want us to stay on the GMB listing and take action right there. Google loves and rewards businesses that make it easier for them to achieve this goal. That's why it's crucial for your GMB listing to have all the relevant information, tons of 5-star reviews, and, most importantly, GMB chat. Most businesses are unaware of it, and their GMB chat is off. Those few that turn it on face the same problem we already mentioned. It's another communication channel to manage. It takes forever to respond, and then these conversations are awkward because people shut down the chat window shortly after sending the message. In our world, it's just another conversation in our global inbox. It's seamlessly integrated in our customer communication platform. We respond within minutes. More inquiries than ever keep coming your way from your GMB listing. How long does it take to implement it? How about 10 minutes? You have no excuse. Number 5. How are your inbound calls doing? Did you know that over 62% of calls to small businesses during business hours go unanswered? No, your business is not an exception. Those who have to take calls are busy with many other tasks. But what if you had an easy way to turn an unanswered call into an SMS conversation? How does it work? When the call is unanswered, a text message fires up, saying, "Sorry, missed your call. How can I help?" This simple strategy magically turns your calls into text message conversations. I've seen the immense impact this makes on businesses. People happily text back, to the extent that many businesses stop taking their inbound calls altogether, converting the calls into text conversations. They only call back those callers who don't text, and there are very few of those. Face it, texting is a preferable way of communication these days. How long does it take to implement it? Another 5 minutes. You have no excuse. Number 6. At this point, the importance of GMB, remember this abbreviation, Google My Business, is well known and self-obvious. According to the studies, 84% of people trust online reviews as much as friends and family. How many reviews do you have? Do you realize the immense difference between a business with thousands of 5-star reviews and one with few, mixed or none? So, you have customers. Your customers appreciate your product or service. Why then do you have so few reviews, if any? The answer is simple. You don't ask for them. Why don't you ask for them? It's another process to manage. What if you set up a system where every happy customer gets a conversational review request on autopilot? When the review comes in, it shows up in your global inbox. And what if you get a fake review in an attempt to intimidate you? Right in your inbox, there is a button, Dispute. Dispute a fake review right from your inbox. If it's justified, Google will remove it. How long does it take to implement it? Another 20 minutes. The result? Seamlessly collect hundreds and thousands of 5-star reviews as time goes by. By automating reputation management, we exponentially multiply the number of reviews that power the stream of customers coming to you from mighty Google. To summarize, everything I've mentioned is directly related to communication. Communication with your customers is a backbone, a foundation. When communication is lacking, nothing works well. One of the key strategies is the centralized communication platform, or, in simple English, the global inbox. I want to emphasize that the inbox also records all the calls, inbound and outbound. The recordings are placed in the inbox conversations, just like anything else. I've never had a case when a business owner or a manager wasn't shocked when they were able to audit their staff communication directly, including two-way text and voice on all the platforms. Transparency of the consolidated communication stream provides major revelations about what's really going on in your business, as well as opportunities to improve, fine-tune, and scale. However, if you'd like to take just one thing from this presentation, in my eyes the winner is business text messaging is the most important strategy. That's why it was strategy number 1 in this presentation. Here are some statistics. Text messaging is the most used data service in the world. Over 560 billion texts are sent every month worldwide. 96% of smartphone owners text. 91% of people prefer text over voicemail. 89% of consumers want to use messaging to communicate with businesses. Last, but not least, calls cost customer service centers a few dollars per conversation. Texts cost pennies. The bottom line. All the one-day winners we've considered genuinely take one day to implement, collectively, all of them. They transform the very foundation of your business. Here they are. 1. Business text messaging. 2. Centralized communication platform. 3. Transforming your website. And 4. GMB listing into ideal conversation starters. 5. Turning calls into text conversations. 6. Simplifying reputation management and multiplying reviews. AutomationFirst.us